Hello my dear students, today we are going to deal with the remaining values of biodiversity that we have left in the previous part. First of all, ecosystem services. Those services without which the functioning of ecosystems is impossible. These are known as ecosystem services, and these ecosystem services are rendered by the biodiversity. Okay, and all these services they help in maintaining the integrity of the ecosystem. If you will remove some organisms from your ecosystems, the services they render to the functioning of those ecosystems, those services would stop and the ecosystems would come to a standstill. Okay, so let's move on to some of the important facts about ecosystem services which the biodiversity renders. Okay, it has been found that the tropical Amazonian rainforests they produce about 20% of the total oxygen which is present in the Earth's atmosphere, and this oxygen is produced by photosynthesis. The second one is pollination, which is a vital process for the existence of plants. It is also done by some species such as bees, bumblebees, birds, bats, etc. Biodiversity helps us in maintaining a constant composition of gases in the atmosphere. It controls the climate of our area, okay, and it helps us in the functioning of geochemical cycles. That means the functioning of geochemical cycles is possible. The nutrient cycling is possible only when you have biodiversity in your ecosystems. Okay, and besides this, the natural pest control systems, the biodiversity acts as the natural pest control systems. For example, your crop is being infested with an insect. Okay, the insect is damaging your crop, and at that time some birds they naturally come and help you get rid of these insects. That means the biodiversity is helping you in controlling the pests naturally, okay, without using any chemical control systems. Okay, and besides these processes, soil formation, water purification, which are regarded as essential and vital processes in any ecosystem, these processes too are possible when there is biodiversity in your ecosystem. Okay, now we have sports and recreational values. The zoological parks and botanical gardens that are present in your locality, they are a constant source of fun and recreation to almost every person. Okay, everyone likes to visit the botanical gardens, zoological parks, because it recreates them, it makes them feel relaxed. Okay, and many people they are so much engaged in fishing, they love it and take it as their favorite sport, that they spend hours, okay, in fishing. Now the educational and research values. When it comes to education and research in biological and medical fields, okay, the animals are indiscriminately being used as the experimental targets, experimental materials. It should not have been done at such a pace. Okay, we should use them genuinely, we should use them judiciously. Okay, we should not kill animals for experiments which are of no use. Okay, uh, for example, the junior pigs, you have fruit flies, rats, monkeys, and chimpanzees. They are being used at a large scale in medical and biological research. Okay, and the new drugs and treatment procedures are first tried out on animals before it is used in humans. For example, uh, as of now, we are currently using new vaccines against COVID-19, and these vaccines are first of all used on animals before it can be used in humans. Okay, now we have the aesthetic values of biodiversity. Under the aesthetic values comes the beauty of biodiversity. Okay, the beauty of the forests, green meadows, beautiful flowers, birds and butterflies truly makes our earth a heavenly place to live in. That means our earth is just like heaven because of these organisms. Okay, these organisms, I mean biodiversity, it makes our earth a good place to live in. And biodiversity is also being regarded as a source of spiritual rejuvenation. For example, when you happen to visit to a forest, to a meadow, okay, naturally you feel relaxed, you find peace there. Okay, and this is all because of the greenery. Okay, that means it rejuvenates your spirit. The biodiversity rejuvenates, it makes you feel relaxed, it makes you feel at ease. Okay, now we have the cultural value of biodiversity. Under the cultural values, first of all, we are going to discuss the inspiration that the people have got from biodiversity. For example, many poets and painters, they have written in their poems the beauty of biodiversity, the beauty of forests, okay, the beauty of grasslands. Okay, that means they are being inspired, and biodiversity has acted as a source of inspiration for these people, for these poets, painters. Okay, they are being inspired by biodiversity, and that is why they have become poets and painters. And many countries have taken plants and animals as the symbols of national pride and heritage. Okay, many countries have taken plants, they have adapted plants and animals as the symbols of national pride and heritage. For example, our national animal is tiger. It is our pride. It is our national heritage. Our national flower is lotus. Okay. Plants such as tulsi, Ocimum tenuiflorum, people, Ficus religiosa, and animals such as cows and snakes, they are being considered by majority of Indians as sacred species. Okay, they are being considered as sacred animals, sacred plants. Now we have the ethical values. We know that every species, it is a product of organic evolution. That means whether you have an insect, whether you have a human being, both insects and human beings, they are the product of organic evolution. They are the product of organic evolution, and each and every living organism has equal rights to live on the surface of earth. Okay, so it is unethical, it is immoral to let any species disappear from earth because of man's activities. So uh, we should not remove the species. We should not remove the species for our own greed, for our own benefits. Okay, we should use them, but judiciously. We have to understand that we are only a part of nature and have no right to exploit nature beyond its capacity. If we are using biodiversity, we have to bear it in mind that we have to use it in such a way that the biodiversity, that the organism is not lost once for all. Okay, so this was all about the values of biodiversity, and in the next part we are going to take one more important topic of biodiversity, that is biodiversity conservation. Till then, God bless you and thank you all.